So here we are at the toilets. It's obviously a very handy place to park bikes there on the ramp. But to give you guys a bit of an idea of what to expect here at Bayview Caravan Park, Coral Bay, we thought we'd show you the toilets here, and you guys can make up your own mind whether they would be suitable for yourself or not. So, first up we've got the ramp. So the ramp here out the front of the accessible toilets is fairly steep. It's around a 1 in 6 instead of the normal recommended 1 in 8 for a short ramp. So I would only recommend a wheelchair user who is very confident in what they're doing using it. Me as a C5 quadriplegic, in my manual chair, my tipping backwards balance is quite compromised. So I really wouldn't recommend it for somebody like that. But if you are somebody of high mobility or maybe an ambulatory wheelchair user, the ramp should be okay to get up. They've also put the concrete up to the door as well, so there's no step up into the actual bathroom itself. So probably the next thing around the accessibility itself is the door. It's not a particularly wide door. Somebody in a manual chair that can fit through normal doors will get there, but other people may have issues. So this big Bertha chair that I'm in definitely struggles a bit getting through there. Okay. So the door itself is probably the next issue here, where you may or may not be able to use it. So somebody with minimal hand dexterity like myself is going to have a lot of trouble using this door for two reasons. First one is they have a round door handle. I personally can't grip those. And the second one is that it's locked. Now, having it locked isn't a particularly bad thing. It does stop other people from using it, making sure it's clean and ready to use. But unfortunately, this is the key that they give you. And I would have no hope in hell of using that. So once again, depending on your own function, this may or may not be suitable for you.
Just trying to turn around.
So as you can see, the bathroom here isn't as big as it could be. Normally by Australian standards, if you have a shower in a bathroom, you're supposed to have it a bit longer than it is here, which is why I'm having difficulty turning around in here. So if you have a very agile chair, you shouldn't have any problems in turning around yourself. They also do have a sink which is set fairly nice and low, along with a mirror. And everything seems to be set at the right height for somebody using a mobility device. But once again, it all comes down to the individual person. The only issue that I have as a wheelchair user in here, apart from the size, is also the position of the taps and the shower head. So you can't actually bring the shower head down so that it's within reach of somebody using a wheelchair. And also the taps themselves are up fairly high. So once again, this may or may not work for you. So they've also included 2 chairs in here, which is slightly mystifying me. So they have the shower chair there over in the corner, which is great. It's very useful. A lot of people would get a lot of use out of that, but for some reason they also include just another ordinary plastic chair in here, which takes up a lot of the room. Makes it a lot harder to be able to get around, which is another reason why I've been having trouble turning around in here.